So today we are going to be making our low carb Southwest chicken casserole. We made it a few times already and the family loves it. So we figured we're gonna share this recipe with y'all. Here are some of the ingredients that you're gonna need. So we like to use rice cauliflower as our substitute for rice, and we will show you later how you can season that up, make it taste good. We also have a teenager in the house that's not necessarily a fan of no carbs, so we do have some yellow carbs for her.
She definitely hates it.
We're gonna top our casserole off with some cheese, so make sure that you get your Mexican style cheese. You don't wanna use Italian. And then you're also going to want to have your main ingredient, chicken. We're also gonna need some olive oil and whatever seasonings that you prefer. Up here, we've got some black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, little adobo, whatever you should choose that you have in your pantry that you wanna season your chicken with, go for it. And then on our cutting board, we've got a bell pepper, we've got some tomatoes, we've got some onions, and we've got some cilantro. We are gonna be mixing these things together with some black beans and some Salsa Verde to give it a little bit of extra spice and seasoning. So, let's get into how we're gonna put all this together to make our delicious casserole.
All right, you guys, we're back. We didn't want y'all to sit through that painstaking process of us.
We didn't cut the pepper.
Oh.
We're
Well, y'all might have to sit through this. Actually, yeah, let's just. You wanna do that real quick? I can do that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we didn't want y'all to sit through the process of us prepping the food. So, just a little recap. We had 3 Roma tomatoes. Went ahead and diced those up. We had 1 whole white onion, diced those up, well that up, and we had cilantro. Chopped that up nice and fine. We also had, how many chicken breasts was it? Was it 4? No, it's 4.
4.
It's 4 chicken breasts. And we're gonna clean those off, trim the fat. If they're thick, like my wife's thighs.
Don't tell that lie.
Y'all wanna cut them in half to kind of cut down on the cooking time, all right? So.
We gotta go cut a pepper now, y'all. Okay.
All right, you guys, so something's been brought to my attention. I've been with Nina, we're going on 4 years now.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you see it? You see this shit? I've seen this in our kitchen before, but I've never asked or was curious about what is it for.
We don't cook with bell peppers very often, for the record.
Now I know. It's a bell pepper quarter.
Are you impressed?
A little bit.
Good. I'm about to do surgery. On chicken. Now we're just gonna season our chicken now. So, however, like we said earlier, however you choose to season. If you don't like no seasoning, I feel bad for you, but that's your business. But yep, we're just gonna season our chicken breasts with whatever you should choose. I don't really want to get too much into the specifications of how much of seasoning because I feel like the ancestors will always tell you. We've got our chicken seasoned. We've got all of the things that are on our cutting board chopped up. We are going to put our ingredients into a bowl together so they can become harmonious. So we're gonna put our peppers in there. We got our tomatoes. I probably won't use all of them. Gonna put our onions. So we'll use all of those. Some cilantro. We've got some black beans that have been rinsed and drained. Throw some of those in there. And then lastly, we've got some Salsa Verde. I'm not a strong human.
I'm trying to avoid the stain. Sorry, hubby can't help you, ma'am. You're on your own. Hey, would you like to take over this?
No, I can do this. I'm a woman.
See how long she goes, babe, y'all.
Ha!
It is.
Don't underestimate the power
She did
of
it.
women. Now, what I will say is that whenever you are cooking chicken, for anyone that's cooked chicken, baked chicken, you know that naturally chicken by itself is going to give off its own juices. So this mixture that you're putting together, especially since you have raw tomatoes in here, it's going to give off a lot of liquid. So that's just a disclaimer. You know, you can use, of course, if you're like in a pinch and you want to use canned diced tomatoes, you can. I would suggest that you drain them thoroughly, but in combination with your chicken and your produce, by the time you finish cooking this casserole, you'll get some liquid at the bottom. What you choose to do with that liquid, if you want to drain it off, or if you see later, whenever we have our rice and our cauliflower rice, if you want to use that to kind of put on top, you can do that too. A little bit more in here. As I just talked about the liquid, I put some more liquid in. All right, so now that all of our cutting board ingredients are friendly in a bowl,
look at the camera.
we are going to go ahead and put it in our pan to bake. So we'll put, let me grab some tongs. We'll put our chicken in there first. You don't have to put it in there any particular way as long as it's spread out enough room to cook. Like I said, we've made this casserole a couple of times and it's usually a hit. First time I made it, they loved it.
Shit was slamming.
So it's become something that's a regular. And it's really quick, you know? It doesn't take a lot of time. The most time it takes is chopping up your ingredients, but if you're someone that doesn't like to chop, you can buy half of those ingredients already chopped. Or, you know, get like your beans canned, your tomatoes canned, what have you. So it doesn't have to take a long time. But for me, it's pretty quick and simple.
I'm strictly doing behind the scenes work now, you guys, because Nina is the master at this recipe. I've literally never watched her make it. It's just always, I'm making this. Yep. Making that chicken stuff tonight. Bye.
That chicken stuff. That's the real name of the recipe.
Chicken stuff.
Chicken stuff.
That chicken stuff. Yeah, that's what we call it in the Lloyd household.
Anything that when he doesn't know what to call in our house, he just refers to it as that food. Whenever,
all right. That's what I do.
It's like, oh, what do we have to eat? We got that food in there. And I just, somehow we just know what food he's referring to, but it's always that food.
You're welcome. Let's see what Nina does next.
All right, so now that we have our chicken in our pan, we're going to put our mixture on top and just spread it on top.
For some reason, I thought you like put the chicken on the pan fried it for a second. Not fried it, but you know,
Nope.
Can't see that shit.
And like sometimes, like if I use bigger chicken breasts, like I'll like be more strategic and like putting the toppings on every chicken breast, like strategically. But it's casserole. It's all gonna go down the same way.
It's gonna come out the same way too.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so then we're going to come, last but not least, put our Mexican cheese on top.
Let's do it.
What's going on over there behind the scenes,
It's a
guy?
lot. It's a lot just now. Yeah, you're real cheesy. You're real cheesy. You need more.
Put some mozzarella on here if you want.
That's fine.
And it's not.
Oh Lord, cheese is cheese.
It's not cheese.
I'm started the debate.
What do you guys think? Do you think that all cheese is the same and all cheese can go on everything? It can be used interchangeably?
It can.
Or
Please.
do you think that it's not okay to use Mexican style blended cheese in Italian dishes, or vice versa? Italian style blended cheeses and
it's all good.
Latin dishes.
Please comment down below, y'all, after you subscribe,
And
let us know.
Although we have not been giving the measurements, the recipe will be in the description if you need specific measurements for what we're using. All right. So now that we've got all that done, we're gonna cover it with some foil because it's gonna be in the oven for a bit. You wanna make sure that your chicken cooks all the way through.
So time-wise, what do you think? How much time does it take from beginning to end? This recipe.
I mean, if I wasn't recording a video, I would probably say you could get this done in 30 minutes
Word.
or less.
So yeah, quick and easy keto, you guys.
So we are now going to pop this into our oven, which is preheated for 375. We're gonna put this in there for about 30, 40 minutes. Check on it, check the temp, make sure that our chicken is cooked through, and yeah, check back in with you guys.
tweaking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it has been about 40 minutes. We are gonna go ahead and take our casserole out. It is looking amazing. Yummy, yummy.
Oh no, it's tweaking.
So our last step is to get our cauliflower rice and or our Mexican rice prepared. And then we are going to serve ourselves up a nice side of rice and our chicken. And we'll be back whenever we get that ready. Right, so we are all done. Our chicken is done. We have taken the time to make our cauliflower rice to go on the side. We took some time to, even though we didn't film it for you guys, seasoned our cauliflower rice with a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, with some chopped onions up in there, with cilantro. So we've got our own kind of carb-friendly Mexican rice going on. Put that on our plate with our chicken, and we took some of those juices that came out from the chicken, put it on top. So now we have our delicious meal here. We're ready to dive in.
All right, y'all. Once again, everything looks very delicious, but you know we had to put it to the test. So let's go ahead and dig in.
You go for the chicken. Put the rice in there. All right.
Come on with me.
Okay. All right. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Ding. Give us a little of that rice. It's another hit.
You guys have to try this recipe.
It's another hit. Quick,
It's
easy.
too good not to.
And you know,
taste that cilantro hitting the black beans. Yeah.
if you are someone that prefers a little bit more spice, you can always spice it up, put some jalapenos in there if you want to.
If you got that life.
We're gonna have the baby eating this, so we couldn't make it too spicy. But of course, you can throw some cayenne in there, whatever you need. Adjust it to your taste palette. We're gonna go ahead and dig in. Probably fight over this plate.
Once again, we appreciate all y'all support. If you do decide to make this recipe, please comment down below. Let us know how it came out. And if you guys enjoy content like this for the new viewers, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and
share.
That's it. Yeah.
Until next time, y'all, stay classy.